Recording in progress.
Yes, Queen Common Sense coming back to you from the Chi-Town remix to the Kakalaka Sticks. I had to do it, y'all. You know, I'm a Virgo, so we like to beat a dead jackass until it runs away. Get the point. Um, I was really triggered by that little clip that I caught wind of with Nell discussing the arrest of Jezebel Martell. Before we get into that, I hope everybody is doing well and enjoying their Friday evening or afternoon, depending on where you are. And I hope everyone is ready to turn up in their own special way, whether it's relaxing, chilling, having a good old grand time, painting the town red, whatever it is you're doing or planning to do. May you be blessed, protected, and have a smashing time this weekend. Um, got a lot done today. Did a little cleaning. You know, I have OCD, and just really trying to slow my mind down. Anxiety has been knocking at my back door. Just like many of us coming out of a fog, you know, a shock, trauma, things like that, survival, living in survival mode for so long. No fun. So we're trying to bring in and usher in the fun again. Um, yeah, back on this here teaser part good that we, you know, just vomited out of own network with these two chickens talking about Jezebel Martell's arrest and whatnot, you know, and how it just seems so difficult for these individuals to wrap their brain around the fact that threatening someone is a crime. I don't care if you do it via text message. I don't care if you skywrite the shit. I don't care if you put up a billboard on the side of the highway. I don't care if you mow the words into the lawn to give an aerial view. It is a crime to threaten someone with intimate images without their consent, publishing it, releasing it, threatening to do so. It is a crime. So we're going to bring out the box of crayons because it seems like Nell might be spending a little bit too much time around young children or immature adults who are emotionally immature. Maybe that is what part of the reason is why she cannot quite grasp and really digest that you deserve to go to jail, directly to jail. Do not pass go, do not collect $200 if you commit a serious crime that is damaging to someone's mental and emotional well-being as well as their physical well-being. Okay, so I'm here to talk about a couple of things, you know, DV and the crimes that we ignore as Black women because of our toxic childhood or toxic parents or being exposed to toxicity long term. It desensitizes you, some of us. I'm also here to talk about mentorship and what that looks like, or what it should look like, in my opinion. Okay. And we're also here to tie it all up in a nice, neat little bow. You know how I do. We gonna bring it back around because I just began channeling it. Stuff was coming to me as I was cleaning. I like organization. I like things to be peaceful, and my day, to start off smooth, the way the fuck I want to do it. Especially if I'm off. And I pride myself in having a peaceful house. Despite the people that, you're going to move around, it's going to be noises in the house, but overall peaceful. People are chilling, doing their thing, streaming, gaming, whatever you do, journaling, painting, singing, opera. I don't give a fuck what it is, but we're going to have some damn peace, okay? And it's going to be filled with love, compassion, and understanding. In this house, we do apologies. In this house, we do personal accountability. In this house, we do comprehension and cognitive progression and understanding, understanding, and overstanding. Okay. It's not easy to develop those things in people who are resistant to reality. I'll just leave that there. I'm also going to be talking about, we're going to bring out the Crayola crayon box and the easel, with the big, gigantic white pad of paper that little children love to draw and paint, do color paints and finger paints on, slingshot art and stuff like that. I was a preschool teacher as well now. I had my own home daycare. I worked in a daycare facility for a total of 3.5, almost 4 years. And before that, I was always a junior assistant in either a church daycare or somebody's daycare working with children. And then my adult career was in pediatrics for a portion of it. And then another portion of it was just people in general I worked with in the medical field. Sometimes you do get mom brain, when you spend time in and day out time with children, you do need a break, and your thought processes tend to start to kind of diminish, if you will, from the level of adult comprehension, and you tend to start thinking and kind of behaving almost as if you're one of your own toddlers that you take care of. You need a break. You need to do adult geared activities, whether it's entertainment, whether it's educational or whatever. You need social interaction in your own peer group, age group. So that's things I'm here to talk about, okay? And I know you see it now because you sat on your own front porch. All right, we gonna wind it back. We gonna run that back. We gonna do a throwback dust to blow a little dust off of a couple of little clips here that I have gathered, rather swiftly to kind of, connect the dots. We're gonna do dot to dot today, Linnell. Okay, because for you to say the things you said in that clip that we just saw just here recently, this is why I say people like this are dangerous. They talk just because they think that's the correct thing to say, and they want to sound profound or wise, or somehow have a lot of introspection, or they want to give off the impression that they, are what's the word I'm looking for? That they want to give the impression that they are coherent. They're coherent and have an intellect of understanding, emotional intelligence. That's what I'm looking for. And in the onset of watching the Fletchers on this show, I just, like I said, it was underwhelming for me, the two of them. I'm not impressed. You know what I mean? Like I said, I grew up in and around a big, huge, gigantic metropolitan area. And the real estate in Chicago is amazing. Some of the properties and some of the real estate agents that I've met and worked with, and just, come in contact with, you talk about loaded. Okay. So, I'm just not impressed. Okay, I never was impressed with the suits, TikTok, shimmying, the addiction to Chanel and whatnot. By the way, Chanel's racist. Now, just so you know, Chanel's racist. Yeah, the designer Chanel is racist. She's racist, and just not impressed. You seen one real estate agent, seen them all. You know, and they just give me backwoods, country, Bama chic. They're like a couple of knocks off of the urban, trendy, swanky type of vibe you get from Melody. Or if I gussy it up, you'll see what I'm talking about when I say Chi-Town get down. Okay, I can put on the threads. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there you go. You like hit and miss with the modern esque vibe that they're trying to give. They're not giving. I just was not impressed. Still not impressed. I didn't think that Nell was very bright, nor did I think Chris was very bright. I think that guilt has driven them to have the harmony at this point in their marriage, thus far. That's just what I see in the spirit. Okay, this is just my opinion, everybody. I also pick up on a lot of underlying unresolved issues with the two of them, and that's a distraction. When you're not really truly comfortable in your home with your partner, your thoughts are very scattered and fractured, and then you come off as disconnected, to a lot of people, aloof, very foggy, you know. And in some, times I look at Lernell, she's almost lethargic. It's like she's medicating herself with something, whether it's wine or other things. I don't know. I'm just speaking about what I pick up on with her. Now we're gonna go back to the front porch over at Lernell, since she thinks that Martell shouldn't have been arrested and there was a better way to handle it, and it shouldn't go this route when it can be resolved. Okay, Lernell, since you are the holy grail with the monopoly on resolving all issues and your own family is upside down, um, lay it on me, sis. Lay it on me. How are we going to resolve this monster who has completely become unhinged since his divorce? I would love to hear it. That's why I say I'm on the fence with if I'm really gonna watch this season. I might just get the tidbits like I've been doing from the CCs, and then I might watch. But just like, if somebody is hosting a watch party, I will be there. I will not give King Cobra a click, a view, a rating, a count, a nothing of a ching ching. Will I provide any of my energy to support anything that he produces that is funding the discomfort, abuse, and outright, downright disrespect of Black women? And by the way, shout out to Melody Cherie. We love you, Queen. We are so proud of you. And I'm sorry, but not sorry. I'm a sis. I'm a girl's girl, and I really am starting to really not like Nell. I don't. Now, we're gonna go back to the front porch right before Mel's name changing ceremony. Okay. And they were talking on the porch together, her and Jezebel. And I don't know if anybody else caught this, but Nell brought this up and told Martell that Melody was having a name change ceremony. And then she turns around at the name change ceremony and tells tells Melody that Martell asks about the name change ceremony. I don't know if y'all caught that, but I did. And that is when I was brushing off my palms with Nell and giving her the ta-ta wave, the flight attendant. Bye-bye. So let's peep this. We're going to talk about it. And we're going to wrap this on up in a little bow. I got a couple other things that I might want to drop on you. We'll see how we feel, though. Okay? Peep.
Her name change. So I will be attending.
Oh, really? It's like
Look at the look on your face.
I'm just saying, it's like like for me, I want to know everybody who goes to it. That say they're my friends. I won't
so you said I shouldn't attend?
No, you shouldn't.
Why shouldn't I attend?
Because just for her to almost have a name change party.
That's what women do. They have a divorce party.
A divorce party. We divorced 2 years ago. Divorce party. I understand. Name change party.
And that's right there. Just I had to throw this in here. At this point, they were divorced 2 years, and he still is kicking all this manure around, you know, and he can't let go. He just can't let go, still kicking up all this dust and dirt and sand, still trying to get Mel's attention, still trying to assassinate her character. He's escalated now with, further mistreatment, severe mistreatment of his own children. He's still a squatter and a grifter at this point. I can go on, Nell. So, where do we need to start? We're going to start with the connect the dots. We're going to start at dot number one, and we have to read the instructions and see what color we start with our Crayola crayons. We have to draw it out for these people because the default pivot to I didn't know is tired. It's very tired. Okay. Now, like I said before, if you're my girl, you're my sis, we tight, you know, tighter than a wind up doll. You know if I'm being mistreated. You see it, you feel it when we talk. If I don't open up the subject, if you're my girl, you can be like, something's not right. What's up? That's somebody who loves you, who cares for you. That's your home girl. The one that's like, no, you've been a little too quiet lately. Or I noticed your thought, you don't seem connected. You seem a little, distracted. What's going on? The fact that, listen, let's go.
Party? No. That's almost like a slap in my face. I feel like the pleasure should not attend a ceremony because they should know. It's almost like Melody being spiteful by even having a party, a name change party from my last name. It's not like it was something amazing that she did with the name Rogers.
I was invited to her name change, so I will be attending.
Oh, really? It's like
look at the look on your face.
I'm just saying.
So, there you go. I just, it's just something about Nell, you know, I sense a real low key, very stealthy twinge of jealousy from her, from Mel. Um, I didn't like how she put Mel with, Jezebel Martell with the trust fall. I didn't like that because Mel specifically said, stop pairing us up. It's not funny at this point. I don't want to deal with that anymore. I'm over it. I would love it if you guys would move on as well and embrace the fact that I'm over it. And I would love to be happy without you continually trying to rip the band-aid off of something that's still healing. Can I drive this bus? In other words, yeah. So, yeah. Nell, she's just, yeah. So I'm really trying to curb my snarky sarcasm because I can read and I can throw some shade. Okay. And sadly, my mother was the master teacher of that, you know. She's very reckless with her mouth, like now. You know, she wants to give the impression that she is intelligent and well informed, and she's really not. She's really clueless when it comes to things that matter, like your close friend from start to finish, going through all of the things that she has gone through with this deviant that she divorced, and you still feel like there was a way to circumvent her pressing charges on somebody who violated her repeatedly over a long period of time. My mother is a lot like that. She will continue to rinse and repeat the same behavior. The thrill is in the confrontation. When you approach the issue with my mother, you're going to get a lot of basket weaving, waffling. This is what I see in Nell Fletcher. She's a waffle head. We have to connect the dots on the dot to dot for her. Now, we're gonna peep this here little little gem. You know how I do. Again, shout out to Narcissist Exposed channel. Just a couple of tactics that'll put the narcissist in their place and silence them with painful suffering. This is how you play chess, okay? If you have ever had to deal with a narcissist and escape, you know you should be able to play chess very well. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You know, a lot of people don't get it. They have to be savvy, witty, and intelligent. You can't be stupid in life. And if nothing else will teach you how to do those three things and make it look easy, when you have to deal with narcissists. Okay? So let's peep this. And this going listen, this gonna make you sit up and think. That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to make you think and help you heal and retrain yourself to a new pattern. We're going to break up that old pattern of putting yourself last, not drawing proper boundaries. Like I said, I don't give a fuck who it is. If it's a complete stranger and they violate a boundary, they don't have to fucking know what it is. Certain things are just common knowledge with bringing up civility. And you violate my boundaries, I'm gonna let you know. You know, just like when these little people of no color, the females like to get a little bit too comfortable when upon first meeting them, and because you might share a giggle or be polite, then they think they can come out the side of their fucking mouth and be like, "Oh yeah, girl." Excuse me. What'd you say? And, yeah, my first name is fine. Queen is fine. You can call me Queen. Thank you. So what were you saying? This is how I handle that. You don't have to be brash. You don't have to be rude. You can get somebody together without even raising your voice. And that is preferred way. You know, when you get real good at chess, life on the chessboard of life, you don't even have to say anything. A simple expression, change of expression on your face will tell it all. And I'm like I said, I'm a Virgo, so my face gives me away all the time. I might not say anything all day, just be listening to everyone naturally communicate, and then something might, start to unfurl, mm, and it might be a little tension. And I can turn around and look at a group of people with a look on my face that will de escalate the whole kerfuffle. I won't say a word, and my deliberate body language will get them to zip it. You understand? That's how you know when somebody is emotionally intelligent. They don't have to talk a lot, okay? And they're not going to tell you their moves. You're not supposed to know another person's moves. You stay in your fucking lane, excuse me. You stay in your lane. I will remain in mine and return the favor. And if you don't put your blinker on, yet you still try to merge over here, you're gonna get stung. And like I said, I don't even have to do it in an ugly fashion. It doesn't even have to be in a unseemly manner. Okay, let's peep this real quick with me, real quick. One moment. Y'all gonna listen. I love y'all.
In their place, and silences them with painful suffering. Brave souls, welcome to an imperative discourse on subduing the formidable selfish beast. Brace yourselves, for we're embarking on a journey that will test your resolve like never before. Those easily daunted should reconsider engaging with narcissists, as it demands unwavering courage and fortitude. But fear not, for you're not alone in this trial. Many have traversed the path of manipulation and control before you. Along the way, you'll encounter numerous challenges, yet the rewards of reclaiming your power far outweigh the adversities.
So that is profound, because look at where Melody is going. And when you step back and pay attention and follow what God is doing for you and with you, those people that can't go with you will be released, and you won't have to expel a whole lot of energy when that happens. And it doesn't matter how anybody else feels about you releasing those demons that don't belong to you. And it's a very difficult thing to compartmentalize, because the fact that you are an empath. I can attest to that, how some people I really felt guilty, and I got nostalgic, and it really hurt me, but I knew I had to keep moving. I knew if I went back because of nostalgia to those unhealthy connections, these are friends, these are family members, and past spouse. I knew if I allowed nostalgia to overcome and take over me, I was going to stay in that loop of pain, always getting the short end of the stick. And where I was going in my life, they couldn't go. Now, let's go.
Narcissists, devoid of empathy, derive pleasure from cruelty, inflicting harm without remorse. Masters of deception, they adeptly distort reality to serve their selfish agenda. However, the key to triumph lies within you. By discerning their tactics and steadfastly adhering to your truth, you hold the power to thwart their machinations. Though the path ahead may be arduous, success is attainable through perseverance and unwavering determination. Join us as we unveil 10 potent strategies to tame the narcissistic beast.
And Mel kept pressing through, push through, forward. Huh? This man has stooped down to hell trying to destroy this woman and tear her life apart. Now the unthinkable is happening where Mel is fighting to get full custody of her own children to protect them from their father, not some random Joe that just fell out the sky, from their father. Imagine how difficult that is to digest on a daily. 1 week on, 1 week off, those 7 days, you are sitting on the edge of your seat. Okay? You probably have your phone in your hand while you're washing dishes, let alone doing anything else. So that just in case your babies send up a smoke signal, you won't miss getting to them to protect them. Now, so please explain to me, how can this be resolved, Miss Mentor? Let's go.
Stay with us till the end, for a revelation awaits that could revolutionize the entire endeavor. Remember, strength is magnified when united. Let us commence. 1. Harness the power of personalization. When engaging with a narcissist, employing their name can prove advantageous. Addressing them by name subtly signals your presence and individuality, unsettling their grandiose self-perception. It serves as a gentle reminder that you perceive them as an individual, rather than merely an authority figure or someone to be dominated. Maintaining eye contact while doing so bolsters your confidence and communicates that their intimidation tactics hold no sway over you. Consistently employing this tactic can gradually chip away at their facade of control, leaving you empowered and self-assured in your interactions. 2. Maintain composure and focus. When conversing with a narcissist, it's crucial to remain composed and steadfastly focused on the topic at hand. Narcissists often resort to diversionary tactics to sidestep uncomfortable subjects or manipulate emotions. By steadfastly steering the conversation back to its original subject matter and refusing to be swayed by distractions, you assert control and prevent them from dictating the discourse.
Now, did Melody not stay consistent in saying you would not have the problems that you have if you had not done what you have done? Period. She has explained that in probably a million different ways to everyone. And Nell still seems to, now just we're going to slow this down like we're dealing with a class of preschoolers, 3 and 4-year-olds. That's my favorite age because they're preparing for kindergarten. And kindergarten is like, you know, getting into the good stuff of learning, literacy, fine motor skills, coordination. Hmm. Let's connect the dots now. You know, Melody was consistent. I am not going back to anything that has caused me mental and emotional or physical harm. Anything that's toxic, that includes the comeback group, that ex husband of hers, friendships, conversations, anything that reminds me of a painful time that I have released. I'm over it. I've processed. I did what I needed to do to grieve. Now I'm on the mend. So, why is it so hard for people like Nell and the rest of these cast members to just let someone heal? And the main source of confusion are the ones that continue to try to pull you back while you're making progress. Well, what about this? What about it? If it doesn't bother me, why the fuck is it, excuse me, why is it bothering you? Black Mamba Marceau, when they were at the trip to Destin and the fellas were upstairs playing pool on the pool table, and Marceau was picking Martell's brain. How did y'all get here? Don't worry about it. It's none of your fucking excuse me. It's none of your damn business. Okay? Just visit and bounce. See, that was a twofold flex that fell flat. You know, Jezebel Martell thought that he could paint a narrative, create a fake narrative, and make it appear as if they were trying to reconcile. That's what he wanted this other dunce to think. But when they appeared uninvited, okay, they saw, well, I don't see Mel on the same wavelength as Jezebel Martell. So this Negro is running game again. Okay, let's go.
Your unflappable demeanour demonstrates strength in the face of their manipulations. By declining to partake in their cycle of aggression and personal attacks, you preserve your composure and integrity, ultimately thwarting their attempts to undermine your confidence and authority. 3. Don't cross your sensitive lines. It is very important to keep your feelings separate from those of the narcissist. They might try to get you to take responsibility for their feelings, but it's important to reject this scenario. Instead, be firm about your emotional limits, and don't let accusations that you are too sensitive or to blame for their mood affect you. You can stop them from controlling your feelings and actions by being firm in your belief that their emotional state is their duty and not yours. 4. Use the power of being quiet.
This is my favorite one. It's nothing more powerful than silence, and I encourage all of us to practice that more. Strengthen the muscle of quiet. Just because you feel these emotions don't mean you have to vocalize them. Okay? And I mean that with power, not as a criticism, because that's human nature. We see something, we're like, oh my God. We want to express how it made us feel to experience what we experience. Especially when we're dealing with public forums like social media and covering these so very toxic and dangerous stories and storylines that we're seeing unfold. Sometimes it's okay to let it burn for a little while before we jump on it. And I get it. A lot of us want to be the breaking, the popping, the one that's always hottest, the flaming lit, boom. I get it. Okay. But strategically, try to compartmentalize personal from logic. Okay. Logical, factual, unbiased. Boom. Hit it and quit it. One and done. Next, move forward. Standing on business. Okay. Because sometimes we do tend to chew on that cud a little bit too long. And we need to catch, release. That's just my opinion to further elevate the frequency so that we could be high powered and tuned in to the next move, which is a silent move. That's what Melody been doing this whole time, moving in silence. We watched her. We going on 9 seasons, 8 seasons, 9 seasons now, just doing her thing, moving in silence. Less is more. Kiss it. Keep it short and sweet. That's it. Bam. Now I know I gotta do a big thing here. I'm tired of being threatened. I'm tired of constantly thinking that the other shoe is gonna drop. So this threat that I received is the last damn straw. Okay. On top of having to listen to and help my children unpack the fact that they're looking at the paramour being highly disrespected and mistreated by the paramour and her offspring. There's no safety net, no soft place to fall when the 4-piece chicken nuggets are with the non-custodial parent. Okay. So now, I would love to know, I ask again, how can this have been resolved differently, Miss Mentor? Let's peep.
When someone is being mean or negative, silence can be very helpful. If you don't interact with the narcissist when they insult, talk, yell, or put you down, they won't get the attention and approval they want. Narcissists love responses, even negative ones. If you don't give them an answer, you break their cycle of controlling others. Instead of adding to their anger and hostility, choose to stay away from them totally and be quiet. This takes away the fuel they need, which makes it harder for them to control and trick you.
Bingo. And we saw the proof right before our very eyes with Melody living her life, working on her goals, accomplishing and far exceeding her goals. People invented beef out of thin air, baby. Out of thin air. Out of thin air. Do you understand? Nell. So the question's on the table. I'm not going to say it again. Let's peep this.
5. Keep things clear and unbiased. People who are empaths may get caught in a narcissist's web of lies because they are caring. Even though they know it's not true, they may feel sorry for the narcissist or try to explain their behavior. To avoid lying to yourself, it's important to get clear and check facts accurately. Don't give in to emotional influence. Instead, ground yourself in reality by gathering facts. Stay strong and don't try to justify the ego or wish things were different. By staying clear-headed and objective, You give yourself the power to see through the narcissist's mask and safeguard your mental health. 6. Stay vigilant against gaslighting tactics.
And isn't that what we've been doing the whole time? Calling out the gaslighting, calling out the breadcrumbing, calling out the triangulation. You know what it meant? Melody just had to G-check Black Mamba for just completely hating. I mean, it wasn't just a oops, I was being rude, said something I shouldn't have said, caught up in the moment or whatever. Just deliberately trying to downplay the fact that she is probably 100 times, no, let me take that back, 1,000,000 times richer than him because he don't even have a whole M. He ain't even nowhere near a M. This Negro ain't never touched an M in his life. But he gonna be facetious and try to backpedal off of that clear dig at Melody when they double dated with the Fletchers, when he and Tisha double dated with the Fletchers. Let's peep.
Narcissists frequently employ gaslighting techniques to manipulate and undermine your sense of reality, leaving you questioning your own sanity. When confronted with such manipulation, it's crucial to remain composed and firmly reject their falsehoods. Document important details to maintain clarity and confide in trusted family and friends about your concerns. Engaging with the narcissist in the presence of others can hold them accountable and deter further deception. Ensure that all information is transparent and easily comprehensible, leaving no room for doubt or manipulation. Even if the narcissist attempts to distort the narrative, adhering to the truth diminishes the effectiveness of their lies. Surround yourself with individuals who value your integrity and principles, fostering genuine connections that enhance your well-being. 7. Cultivate courage and resilience. Confronting a narcissist without succumbing to fear is the initial step in understanding their true nature. Fear serves as their primary tool for controlling and manipulating empaths. While seeking assistance may initially seem...
And let's be clear, okay? Melody is not scared of Martell like, oh my God. She's scared of Martell like, if you try it, you gonna regret it. Okay. So now I'm ready for you. Okay. So now, please, we waiting for the answer to how this could have been resolved differently or whatever with an alternative result or solution. We just want to know.
daunting, standing up against the narcissist reveals the fragility of their deceitful facade. Despite being ensnared in a selfish dynamic, your life and health can still flourish with genuine support. As clarity emerges, the narcissist's egotistical charade crumbles. Trusted friends recognize the negative energy they emit and distance themselves, allowing you to focus on cultivating authentic connections. 8. Maintain equilibrium in your relationships. Narcissists incessantly crave praise and demand to be the focal point in all aspects of their lives. However, it's imperative to remember that you are not obligated to cater to their ego at the expense of your own well-being. Just as signs in Zoom...
Do you hear that now? Melody or no other Black woman or man that is in an abusive, toxic relationship with any dynamic of a person or people are not entitled to cater to anybody's ego. Your ego doesn't matter. How you feel doesn't matter. What you think doesn't matter. Okay. Melody had to handle that the way that she handled it. Okay. It's more than just her. There are innocent children involved who will forever remember this hot mess that their father made. Okay?
Zoo's caution against feeding the animals, refrain from feeding the narcissist's ego. Yielding to their demands only exacerbates their instability and reinforces their inflated sense of self-importance. Avoid excessive flattery, as it only...
You see how people's bubble got burst when Melody kept changing her number? Now, why do you think Melody kept changing her number? If you're so tight, y'all so close, that's your girl, you love her so much, then you know that's how she moved and was moving to preserve her sanity and to take care of herself so she could be lucid and effective for her children and her profession. Plural. Okay. Now, how did you miss all of this? How did you miss all of that? We're connecting the dots for you, Lernell. How did you miss it?
diminishes your trustworthiness in their eyes. Instead, adopt a balanced approach that neither belittles nor elevates them. Safeguard your confidence from their attempts to undermine it by denying them the validation they seek. 9. Make your load lighter. Narcissists often use pressure to get you to do things that make you feel bad so they can get what they want. Don't give in to what they want, and give yourself time and space to think about whether you want to do what they want.
Okay. Remember, Mel stated, to the Fletchers, to you, Nell, and your husband, Chris, with his vacant, uh, disconnected, aloof energy, you know, uh, this dude wants to meet up with me after the Houston trip. I don't know. I have to think about it. I don't know. Depends on how he's acting. I might not. I've got a flight to catch, booked and busy. We'll see when we get back. Did y'all miss this? Yeah, Nell missed it. So we have the crayons and the finger paint. We got glitter, glue. We're connecting dots. Okay, we're connecting dots for Nell because she feels it could have been uh, resolved other than jail.
You might be able to walk away or completely ignore what they want. Stand up for your freedom, and don't let anyone force you to do things you don't want to. Be calm and assertive, and try not to make them angry by approaching the problem that way. Tell them how their actions and words make you feel, even if they don't understand or care. Hold your ground and don't give in to their attempts to get you to change your mind. 10. Harness the power of no. Narcissistic individuals...
What did I say the other day? No. Oh, Queen, you so mean. What you think you better than none of the above? Well, I mean, everybody wants you to, you're the only one who can know. My former first lady of my church, my marital church that I belonged to back in Chicago, her ears would steam and flames would shoot out of her nose. That's what I saw in the spirit when I would tell her no. I was the only one of the women in that entire church congregation that would tell her no. It drove her out of her mind. Okay. This Christian woman, hear me now, would plant seeds using my children as a meat shield with other women in the church to manifest negative energy toward me by planting seeds about me being a defensive parent. Can't tell her kids nothing, which is a blatant, outright lie. All three of my children and my grandchildren are very respectful to all people, especially their elders. And They will take correction, and they don't play about anybody disrespecting me or any other elders in their presence. Okay. So when you ask them to do something, they'll be like, yes, ma'am. How would you like me to? What was it? Very respectful to the point. Is there anything else that I can, do for you? Thank you. That's how they've been all their life. Are they perfect? No. Am I perfect? No. But you are going to conduct yourself like a very highly intelligent person, which you are. And if someone has to correct your behavior, then I know somewhere you weren't paying attention to how I'm teaching you to be contrite and be humble and respectful. Respect yourself and always respect others. And if I catch you disrespecting an elder, we gonna have a conversation that's not pleasant. Okay. I didn't have to do all of that hotel Jezebel's doing over there to my children. You don't have to do all of that, swinging on them and terrorizing them. Okay. So now, here we go. We're gonna connect some more dots for you. Okay. We're almost to number 10. We have 10 dots that we have connected for you thus far, darling.
Individuals often prioritize their own desires and needs above all else. They may intrude on your privacy, dictate your emotions, or claim credit for your achievements. Conversely, they may disregard.
And what has this idiot been doing the entire time? Oh well, I put Mel on. I got her on TV. I retired her from teaching. I made her a millionaire. I helped her build her brand. I did this and I was the main breadwinner. I was the dominant parent. Shall we? We on the 10th dot for you, Nell. Okay, here we go.
Boundaries and fail to respect personal space or social norms. Given this, it's crucial to establish and uphold clear boundaries. Embrace the simplicity of firmly and unequivocally saying no when necessary. Trust in your ability to maintain your boundaries and stand firm. Avoid issuing ultimatums. Instead, set firm boundaries and adhere to them consistently. Recognize the potency of no as a means of safeguarding your autonomy and well-being against narcissistic interference. Now armed with effective strategies for handling narcissists, we hope you feel empowered, especially if you're an empath struggling with their influence. If you found this video helpful, explore our other content for additional insights.
There we have it, folks. So we have provided Nell Fletcher and the rest of the nincompoops 10 dots to connect to further support why the moves that were made were done the way they were done on behalf of Mel. Okay, Melody did what she was supposed to do. She is still doing it, whether any of you like it or not. Okay. And hey, if you don't understand that codependency is toxic, you don't have to have somebody in your life to validate you, because God has already confirmed that by bringing you here and keeping you on this earth above ground this long. If that's not validation enough, I don't know how much more you need. Okay. Wearing that same tired Chanel pin brooch, that just to me it looked like a knockoff. I don't know, but who am I? I just walked the runway for that racist motherfucker a couple times and I couldn't take it. I gave the damn check back and went and signed up for Ford modeling agency. I couldn't deal with that shit no more. But that's a whole nother story, okay? Because you never know who or who know what. Nell. So miss me with the I didn't know this could have been handled, could have been resolved. It didn't have to go there because black men go to jail all the time. Yeah, some of them do go to jail for nothing all the time, but guess what? Some of them deserve to go to jail and don't. Okay, because of people being gaslit by others who proclaim to be their friend. Oh, I'm your friend. I love you. Okay, this man has been doing this to me. I had to step away and get the hell out of Dallas. Now I'm free, and hello. Are we on the same page, Houston? Anybody home? That's why I say people like Nell with that mentality is dangerous, yo. What would really happen if me and you were together? It's that dark alley. What if we walking down the street, we just had a nice day of shopping and we're rounding the corner down there downtown on State Street and Lower Walker Drive, where it's a whole new world of different kind of weird at night and something jump, are you gonna run and leave me there or are you gonna get the swinging? Okay, you gonna stick and move or you gonna hightail it up out of there? That's how we vet each other as sisters in reality. Are you got my back for real? Or are you gonna be the one to help knock the drink over in my lap? Cause this bitch hating on, excuse me, this heifer is hating on my new duds that I got. Just stepped off the runway, done made a few racks, and nightlife ready. All I got to do is touch up the beat and we can hit the street. Okay. Are you that type of chick? Down like 4 flat tires? You my girl in the bag of pearls? Would you really tell me if somebody was trying to hurt me? Hmm? Or are you just in it to win it? Huh? Is it just all about you, attention and clout chasing and thirst trapping? So here's another example that I'm going to play where, Melody confronted her ex for gate crashing her date.
Being a mom is hard.
We're going to let this
Creating a one-of-a-kind Mother's Day
commercial rock first. Boom, here we go.
So I wanted to talk to you for a moment about what happened at Bridge Street. So I want us to have a conversation about boundaries, about respect, and what that looks like for us when it comes to us. Because what happened was out of line, totally out of line and unnecessary.
Mel, listen. It's like when you do something, it's cool. Like, you do stuff all the time on social media.
Like what?
I'm saying when I even mentioned I had a baby or something like that, you went straight to social media. So now when I see you with a dude, and it was a shocker to me. It's the first time me seeing something like that. So, hell yeah. I was like, what's up, Mel? So you walked over there, we talked?
Yeah.
And I told you I was coming over to Condos where you was gonna be at.
You didn't tell me you were coming here. You said, where y'all going?
I said I'd be over there.
No, no.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
No.
I had all intentions to come over there.
But for what?
Because I wanted to.
I saw her at a restaurant. She said she was on a date. I'm like, oh, okay.
Like, you had a whole business meeting. Somebody you told me flew in from LA. So you step out of a business meeting deal possibility to address your ex-wife about her being out in public with someone, and you got them waiting on you. Then you probably ended the damn meeting in 15 minutes just so you could come over there.
It don't matter.
It does matter.
To me, no.
So this is what I'm saying.
Cool.
When you talk about your business reputation and trying to get things back however you want them to be, that's
Stop
childish.
doing stuff. Everything you're doing, especially on social media, is childish. I'd much rather do something in your face, in your presence, than hide behind a damn computer.
Martell, I have not, as of late at all, been bothering you on social media.
Listen.
Like, you literally was like, are you on the date? I said, I'm walking out at Bridge Street. Now you gonna be my wife again.
No, I ain't say I don't want you to be my wife again.
Okay, Martell. Okay, Martell. Whatever you like to say.
I don't want you to be my wife
Well,
again.
that's not what you just said.
I just said I don't want you to be my wife again. I told you that before.
That's not what you just said the
What
other
I've said in the
day.
past is only way that I will be with you is only because of my children.
Martell Holt. Let's see.
And my thing is, why are we even discussing stuff like this? I mean, you trying to get
What do you mean?
some airtime?
What do you mean?
Like, what, that?
What's funny?
That's what you flown with at our favorite restaurant. How you gonna take another dude to like the family?
That's my favorite restaurant.
No, that was a family favorite restaurant.
Martell, let me say something. Let me be clear.
Like that.
Let me be clear.
Like that.
Let me be clear.
I'm just saying this.
Let me be clear. Last I checked, I'm single.
Look at that.
Last I checked,
I know.
I'm single.
Do better.
No, you really need to
do better.
And what you should be doing is worrying about what you was doing while you were married and not here in these Huntsville streets.
You too.
So I'm single. No, I did not. You're lying. No, I did not.
You did.
Prove it. You don't see me calling all the women over the state to state that you got to sleep with. You don't see me saying anything about them.
Hey, look,
Prove it.
People around.
Tell the truth.
People around.
Quit over-talking me.
I'm sorry.
Pulling up the little video. Thank you, because what was you recording us for?
Stop.
For what?
Stop.
You're being disrespectful.
Of course I'm gonna be disrespectful.
For what? I'm not your woman no more. So what you being disrespectful for?
We all know the stupid, empty look he had on his face at the end of that clip. He just was vacant, stuck, like Chuck. So there you go. Now, there you go. We have so far, well, now we added on another dot. Okay, we have 11 dots that we have connected for you, darling, that has escalated this situation that you seem to feel could have been resolved versus this demon being arrested for threatening your friend. So I'm gonna be out, y'all. I've like, you know, I'm sick to my stomach, like with it. Like it's just disgusting. That's why I said I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence here. Do I really want to follow Love and Marriage Huntsville this season? I don't think I'll be. I don't know. I'm on the fence. So, one love. I love you. Enjoy your Friday evening. Do something nice for yourself. Okay. I think I'm gonna give myself a self-care evening, and some good food always doesn't, don't it? So everybody, stay up, stay prayed up, keep your eyes open, be wise as a serpent, but gentle as a dove. Grace. Give yourself some grace. I'm out.